can close your eyes if you prefer, and otherwise just bring your gaze down. And then start noticing the room, the surroundings, maybe any sounds, maybe close, maybe far. Start paying attention to the points where your body and the ground touch, or whatever you're sitting or lying down on. And just start noticing what that feels like. Not judging in any way, just noticing. Maybe there is a perception of pressure or a certain temperature, texture. And then start bringing your attention to your body overall and see if there's any areas in your body where you have particular sensations. Doesn't really matter what they are, just notice. Maybe you can feel the sensation of your hands resting somewhere, maybe on your legs, maybe touching each other. Might be able to sense some sort of sensation where your clothes touch your body. And then start tuning into your breath. Just see if you can feel that anywhere in your body. Maybe your chest, maybe your abdominal area, maybe your throat, maybe your nose, maybe somewhere else. And just start paying attention to that. You can notice the length of the inhale and exhale. Maybe they're the same length, maybe one's a little longer or shorter than the other. Just notice. So you can keep paying attention to your breathing. As I start talking, it might be hard to pay attention to both. So if you want to let that go, you can let that go. So I wanted to talk a little bit about another yama. We've been talking about them for the last few weeks. And the sixth one, I think, fifth or sixth, the last one is called Aparigraha, and that means not grasping at things or not having this outsized sense of wanting. And when I first started training as a yoga teacher, I first understood that as material things, because that's often interpreted that way, accumulating stuff. Um, I kind of thought it maybe didn't apply that much to me because at the time I did not have a lot of physical belongings. I had just moved country a year before, so I didn't own a lot of things. But then over time, I realized I was actually grasping at other things that were not physical, and just kind of experiences, situations, memories, maybe. And so I think the way to interpret that is maybe also just a little broader than just physical things, but also being able to let go of things as they change, and just as time passes to not want things to be different than they currently are, and just accepting what is. So I invite you to set an intention for this class if you want. It can be anything related to that or just anything that you want for your week, for today, and just for this class. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes if you have them closed. And then we'll come to our backs. Either straight down, or you can use your cushion, your blanket to bolster your head a little bit, if that's comfortable for you. And then placing the feet just a little bit away from the hips, knees pointing up. And then if it's comfortable, you can bring one hand on your stomach, another on your chest. And just go back to observing your breath here. Maybe the breath makes your hands move a little bit with the in and exhale. Just notice that. Notice where you feel it more, in your chest or in your stomach. And then you can either keep whatever breath you're naturally observing, or if you like, you can start making your exhales a little bit longer than the inhale. So that might be a 4-6 breathing ratio if that's comfortable for you. Maybe it's a 2 and 3, or you don't need to really count at all, just paying attention as you're breathing, whatever feels right for you today. And on your next inhale, start bringing your knees towards you. You can reach around them if that's comfortable. And then just start slowly rolling from left to right. Noticing any sensations in your back and your hips. And then coming back to center. We'll start moving the legs a little bit along with our breathing. So on your next inhale, stretch the left heel up to the ceiling as far as it comfortably goes. Doesn't have to be a straight leg. So inhale up and exhale back down. The right leg, inhale up and exhale back down. Inhale left, exhale. Inhale right and exhale. Just keep doing that for a few more breaths on your own time. Still keeping the exhales a little bit longer than the inhales if that's comfortable to you. Tuning into your body to just get a sense if it feels good to keep going or not, and if not, just bring your knees back down to your chest and just rest there. And then if you're still moving, next time you're on the right side after that, bring it back down and bring your knees into your chest as well. And then we'll just rest there for another few seconds. If it's more comfortable to you, you can stretch your legs out into savasana as well. And then slowly roll to your right side and start coming back up to seated, or if you prefer, you can stay laying down if your body feels like it's had enough for now. And we'll do some more breathing. So you can close your eyes again if that's comfortable, or just keep them open with your gaze out downwards and a little bit in front of you. And so we'll start doing an inhale, then a pause, an exhale, and another pause at the same ratio. So if 4 seconds, I'll count those. If that feels comfortable to you, you can follow along with that. If that feels like it's too long or too short, then you can just adjust it to whatever feels right for you. So you can do 3 seconds, 3, 3, 3, 3, or even 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, I'll count on the 4, and we'll be doing that for quite a few minutes. So if you ever at any point feel like it's enough for you, you can just go back to your natural breathing. You can also lay down if that feels better. So on the next inhale, I'll start counting. So in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. In, hold, out, hold. In, hold, out, and hold. So keep going with that in your own rhythm. Get a sense for if that rhythm feels right to you, and otherwise, again, you can adjust it. So just keep counting. If you ever lose your rhythm or your mind wanders, anything like that, it's totally normal. In that case, just go back to the inhale and just start over again. Anytime your mind wanders, just bring it back. And with the next exhale, just start coming back to a natural breathing rhythm, whatever that is for you today. And then check in with your body. Notice any sensations. Notice if you feel any differently than during the breathing exercise or before, or maybe you just feel the same. Just notice. Then we'll start coming into a cat-cow, very gentle. So kind of come to all fours if that's comfortable for you, and otherwise just stay seated or lying down. You can skip this one. If you want to follow along, just come to a tabletop position, so all fours, pressing your hands into the mat, knees, kind of a neutral spine. And then on your next inhale, drop your stomach just slightly and look not quite up, but in front of you. And exhale, bring your stomach, pull it in towards your back, round your back, slightly drop your head. And inhale, look up, drop your stomach. And exhale, stomach towards your spine. Drop your head. Just do a couple more of those here on your own rhythm. Inhale, look up, and exhale, round. And either do another couple of those or just bring your hips towards your feet in a child's pose, stretching your hands out in front of you. Forehead comes down to the mat, and just rest here. Again, pay attention to your breathing. If you're still doing cat-cow, then come back into child's pose and join us there. And come back up to all fours. And we're going to do an inversion, bringing our legs up on the wall. So if you're close to a wall, you can do that. And otherwise, just come down in savasana, laying on your back with your hands and feet kind of spread out a little bit. So yeah, your choice. If you do want to go to a wall, you can bring your cushion with you if you have that close. And then just scoot your hips close to the wall, and then kind of lower your back down while bringing your legs up on the wall, and then laying on your back. If it feels comfortable to you, you can put the cushion under your hips, and otherwise just stay there where you are. You can scoot a little away from the wall too if having your legs straight up is too doesn't feel right for some reason. And once you're settled in here, you can start paying attention to your breath again. And just notice your breathing. And start settling in here. Might feel the breath settling down a little bit after that movement just now. If it's comfortable, you can go back to making the exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. So I wanted to read something out of the yoga therapy book I've been using, because I found that really resonating. I was kind of looking through the book today, and I noticed it because I had put an exclamation mark next to it when I first read it last year. It says, "You do not have to achieve anything. You do not have to be successful. You do not need to please anyone. You do not have to be liked. You do not need to help anyone. You do not even need to be secure. Take any action only with peace of mind as your goal." Take a couple more breaths here. And then whenever you're ready, you can start bringing your legs down, rolling to one side. Does not have to be graceful. And then come back to Shavasana, final resting pose. You can keep your knees up if you like, or otherwise just spread your feet, spread your legs out with your feet pointing to the corners of your mat. Your arms by your side, but a little bit away from you. Feet or hands not touching anything. And just feel how the ground carries you. Coming back to your breath. Feeling the air fill your lungs on the inhale. And then on the exhale, just notice how your body relaxes into the ground. Don't need to do anything here. The ground carries you. Notice how your body feels. Maybe there's some remaining tension. If so, just let that go on your next exhale. We'll just rest here for a couple more minutes. And anytime your mind wanders, just start paying attention to your breath again. And then slowly start coming back into your body. You can move your head left and right if that feels comfortable. Start wiggling your toes and your fingers. Move your wrists and your ankles. And roll to your right side very slowly. Bring your knees up and you can use your right arm as a pillow. Rest here for a few seconds. And then either stay there, or if it's comfortable to go back to sitting, then start pushing yourself up, keeping your eyes closed if they're closed. Come to a seated position, whichever way is comfortable, and wherever you find yourself does not have to be in the right direction. Back to your inhale and exhale. Notice what they're like now. And if you set an intention earlier, you can come back to that. And then we're going to close with one arm, so you can join me in that, or you can just hum if you want, or you can just keep breathing normally without doing any of that. So a couple of in and exhales together. Inhale and exhale. Another inhale and exhale. And then big inhale together. You can slowly start blinking open your eyes if you have them closed. Bring your hands together in front of your chest if you're comfortable. And we'll wrap up here. Namaste. Thank you.